Hey there, so what I have here are two variations of the OA Ruffneck Duffel. So I have one here that's made with black Horween football and another one here made with Sapisi. This one is going to be a thinner leather. The football is obviously more rigid, so keep that in mind. I used 1-inch strapping on just about everything. You've got functional pockets here as well on both sides, the front and on the back. Now I wanted to just talk about a few key features here that you might run into some issues on when you're making this duffel. Now on the side here with this gusset, you have a flat edge on the top, and what you're gonna do with that is when you're stitching this inside out, you're gonna stitch from the top all the way around and then to the top again on the other side, and then what you're gonna do is you're actually gonna run a second stitch all the way down the length that meets up with that cross section there. So just keep that in mind. It's a little bit of a different design, but that also makes it so that you can have the roll top and you have the more square / triangular gusset on the side there as well. The inside has a rolled edge, as you can see. It's a nice big duffel, and then obviously you have a lot of room for extra or less stuff to put in this as well. What I've done with the pockets is before you finish everything off, you're actually going to stitch right across the top side of the pocket here. You're going to pop a hole in the back and then you put a rivet through to hold the strap on. So that's how I did that there. Same thing on the other side here as well. All of these dimensions are available for you in the design notes themselves. And then the only key difference between this duffel and this duffel here is that on the sides, one of them has the crossbody strap attachment and the other one has a pocket. So this is where it's up to you. I'm going to give you these design notes for free as always, and then you get to just play around with it. Mess around with the design, change things up, add things, take things away, whatever you want to do. But these are nice size duffels for sure. This is a nice weekender bag. I like it with the football. This is going to soften up over time a little bit, but it's a really durable leather to be able to use on this project for sure. So I can't think of anything else right now that you guys will need to know in terms of how I placed pieces on here. It's pretty straightforward. You have one long piece of leather and then two gussets on each side, and then you just have pouches. You have your 1-inch strapping and attachments. This is how I put this together on the top side here. So when you put the other handle in place, you can snap it together just like that. So it's essentially just a square of leather, and then I riveted it to the bottom of one of the sides of the straps here. So yeah, that's what it is all in all. So you have two different options here that you can see, mess around with. Hopefully this is helpful as you're working through building one of these bad boys. I would say the most difficult part of the entire process is definitely this portion right here with the gusset. So just keep it in mind, you want to start right at the top of the gusset when you're stitching, stitch all the way around, come back to the top, and then you're going to do a separate stitch from the top of the bag down to meet that gusset. So keep that in mind. Hopefully it goes well for you. Enjoy the design. If you have any questions, reach out anytime, and I'll see you guys in the next one.